How often do you say, I don't have time? But what if time isn't something you just find? What if time is something you create? In this week's 7 recap, I'm here to help you shift your perspective, make space for creativity, and show you how this can impact every area of your life. Grab your scraps and let's dive in. Hey, creative explorers! Sabrina Norbert here with Let's Cut the Scrap, and this week has been all about shifting perspectives and rethinking how we use our time. Through blogs 43 all the way to 49, I kept hearing this powerful message in the back of my mind saying, we create time when we prioritize what truly matters. Every block I sold reminded me of how essential it is to honor our needs, slow down, and connect with ourselves in meaningful ways. If you're someone who often says, I don't have time for creativity. I have a lot to do. I don't have time for this. I have something more important to do. I encourage you to stay with me for this video because these practices that I'm going to be talking about aren't just about making things. They are about making you stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to handle life. So come with me. I don't have time for creativity. I don't have time for myself. This is the one thing I hear all the time when I'm talking about making space for creativity. And for so many of us, that's an easy thing to say when we are balancing endless responsibilities. But here's the truth, my friend. The more demands we have on us, the more we need to carve out time for ourselves. Research shows that creativity reduces anxiety and boosts mood, giving us emotional and mental strength that spreads into every area of our life. Imagine, instead of racing through each day, feeling depleted, you could recharge, create, and find moments of joy. It's not just about having time. It's about making time for yourself. This week was a powerful reminder of how taking little time each day to sow and connect with our creativity can shift everything. In fact, this is how you multiply time. Let's take a closer look at what I learned with each block. Through blogs 43 all the way to 49, I explored themes that continue to inspire this shift in perspective. Each block had something unique to teach, shifting my perspective, reminding me that how we see things can change everything, and then honoring rest when tired. I learned that listening to our bodies instead of pushing through fatigue is a fantastic solution. So with grace, letting go of the need for perfection and embracing flow, it's so rewarding. Stronger together, recognizing the power of community and support is a game changer. Built-in resilience, reminding myself that resilience is nurtured stitch by stitch, helped me go through the week so much easier. So with presence, being fully present in the moment, aware and intentional, reshift everything. Adaptability is key. Sometimes we need to adjust the plan and trust that everything is going to turn out just right. Each of these themes help me think about how to reclaim my time, refocus on what really matters, and approach life creatively, even when things feel a little tough. Now, if you're ready to make more time for creativity in your life, I have some simple steps to get you started. Step number 1, set aside time for creativity. Schedule a specific time each day, even if it is just 10 minutes. When we block out time for what is important, it's easier to follow through. And you are important. Step number 2, mark it in your calendar. What gets scheduled gets done. Treat this time as an appointment with yourself and keep it sacred. It's amazing how much difference this can make in sticking to your goals. Step number 3, be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, don't stress. Building a habit takes time and flexibility. Just get back to it the next day. You're building this creative muscle. Give yourself grace. Step number 4, have fun. Release any expectations of perfection. Try sewing, quilting, or any other creative practice without pressure, even if it feels strange at first and uncomfortable. This is about connecting with yourself and enjoying the process. Step number 5, be grateful. Practice gratitude in every step, even on tough days. Creativity provides endless opportunities to feel thankful for what we can create, feel, and share. These small steps add up. With each stitch, you're not only making something beautiful, you are giving yourself the time, the space, and the clarity that impacts every part of your life. And you also impact others. To help you along your journey, I have 7 easy paper piecing projects that you can work on one by one. These projects aren't just about making quilt blocks. They are about creating moments of joy, building emotional fitness, and developing a strong sense of accomplishment. This is your invitation to embrace each day with creativity. And I'm also so thrilled to share that I'm working on an incredible membership program designed to help you boost your emotional and mental fitness. This will be a space to grow your creativity, strengthen your resilience, and support you on this journey. Click the link below to join the waitlist and be the first to know when it launches. I would love to have you on board. Now it's your turn. What have you been telling yourself about the time you have or don't have? What's your biggest challenge when it comes to setting time aside for yourself? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and continue this conversation. Remember, we are all works in progress. It's okay if you feel a bit of discomfort or resistance. I've been there, I've done that. You are an explorer. We are explorers, and we are meant for more, a lot more. And I'm here for you every step of the way. Want more on how to transform your creativity into daily self-care? Watch previous weeks of 100 Days, 100 Scrap Blocks Pursuit. Let's keep growing, creating, and reclaiming our power together. Until next time, happy stitching! Every step or stitch.